I just looked at it just now. So I'm good.
Hey, I thought that was
No, it says.
today was free.
You guys want to take a nap after that lunch?
Sure. I usually don't eat lunch like
I
that.
swiped the candy bar.
Oh, that's it?
Probably not sitting down, man.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot on this one.
Good. Thank God.
This is a light one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Special meeting, you can add. Rosemary just moved over, see.
Do they have the list of their
Jennifer felt lonely.
committees and the
Yeah. You didn't put any seat to anybody.
Maybe I'm not paying attention. I didn't get anything recent from the city until,
It was like 2 days, 2 or 3 days ago. Here on top. Is this one right? Oh, it was yesterday.
was it under, what was the heading?
This was my- Two things right there. They put on that.
Do you use this one here?
No, I just, yes, that's right there.
All right, thank you.
About 22 minutes. Sure. Yeah. All right.
The high-pitched squealing was
Flipped out.
Speech earlier.
I blinked to you all in 13.
They did, because once they put those microphones up. Yeah. Because, so why
Personnel got blended, I think, she said.
Yeah, I think we got one with,
Yeah.
if you have multiple.
Finance?
Public information. Personnel got blended with public information to
Oh.
be,
public service. Which one do you want to do?
Public Service Committee?
no,
I'm ready.
Oh,
it's the
Who were just asking for?
employee and community relations.
Second one. Yeah.
Just wanted to know where personnel was, but I never talked with them. I'm having a little battle with emails right now, but
I didn't see that one. Yeah, probably I didn't. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to call to order the January 13th, 2026 City Council special meeting. It's 4 PM. Can we call the roll, please?
Barces.
or Casey. Just say here.
Oh, here.
Would you mind calling,
I would
please?
mind. Barcy. Here. Barrow.
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Hugie.
Yes.
Kurt.
Yes.
Poppenmeyer.
Yes.
Son.
Yes.
Okay, let's stand for the pledge.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
since this is a special meeting, we're not going to have the committee of the whole for adoption of the agenda. We're going to go right into it. So first, we're going to talk about the consent calendar. I will need a motion to approve and a second before discussion.
Also move.
Motion to what, please, Mayor? I'm sorry.
A motion to approve all consent calendar items.
I would move to remove,
We'll need the second before discussion.
all right,
Second.
Thank you. Okay.
thank you.
Was it-
Remove item A and item B from the consent calendar to new business, which would be, make it item B, I'm sorry, item C and D.
And you just, well, you're going to make the motion right off the bat before discussing it?
Well, are we on consent calendar now?
We're discussing the
We
consent
can
calendar.
discuss it, but I do want to move those to new business. Will you let me know when you want,
I'm just asking,
No.
usually we discuss before we make a motion, it's all good.
that's my motion.
Okay.
Want to do it now, or?
Let's
Somebody-
discuss the items.
Let's go through and discuss the items. First is a recommendation, A is recommendation from the mayor, which is to approve 2 new special council committees, this public service and public safety. B is a recommendation from the mayor to approve council committee appointments pending some of the committee restructuring. C is also a recommendation from the mayor to approve the council boards and commission appointments for the 2026 vacancies. And D is recommendation from the mayor to approve the hiring of Brody Zilke, I don't know if that's pronounced right, Sierra, Charlie Gomez, and Maxwell Reiner to fill the theater concession vacancies. Before we get into everything else, I did want to let everybody know with the item D, one of the, Brody is actually a Rolf Park employee who will also be working at the theater, so they'll start to share some of that staff, and the other 2 are just filling some concession vacancies at the theater. Okay, let's go ahead and discuss.
I think Councilman Kurt, you asked me just as we walked in, as I walked in, you were concerned about the personnel committee?
Yes, that's one of the.
Okay.
Want to move that?
Would you explain where that is now?
Sure, so the restructuring of the committees includes the Employee and Community Relations Committee that will essentially be the Personnel Committee to review policies, handbooks, the same things personnel normally does, but also be a part of Employee and Community Relations. We'll combine the Public Information Committee into that as well.
And
The Personnel Committee is responsible for example, 3-4 years ago, when we hired Patrick Birch, the Personnel Committee was the group that, I guess, I wasn't here, but my understanding, they coordinated interviews, and it was the first area which a prospective employee, especially an administrative employee, would go through personnel, and I don't know if at that time a recommendation was made to council to hire Mr. Birch or to consider others, but I don't think a committee called Employee Relations would have the jurisdiction to consider the employment of people. Employee relations and community relations is more of, to me anyway, is more of a PR thing, and would not include the function of a personnel committee. So and the personnel committee was established by council. I don't know when, but it was established and created by council at some point, and we can't just make it go away by changing the name to employee relations. If you don't want a personnel committee, then a motion, we have to take a formal action to abolish it. Same thing with Parks and Recreation too, for that matter.
Yes, so anybody else want to speak on that before I answer that?
I don't, what you're doing is combining personnel with
the other things all into one. So we're still going to be a personnel committee. It's just not called the personnel committee. But the responsibilities are going to be set in that one group of, just because it doesn't say personnel doesn't mean it's not taking care of the personnel committee.
Well, it's not descriptive of the function of the
Well-
committee. And if we're assuming that it's going to be changed in the future, I don't want to assume anything, you know, we shouldn't be assuming anything. Employee relations is, when I worked at the hospital, the employee relations director was the person in charge of making sure we all had our, our vaccinations, and they were in charge of the annual picnic to Cedar Point, that sort of thing. Human resources or personnel had an entirely different function at both hospitals I worked at. They were responsible for interviewing people and hiring people and recommending people to the administration.
Okay.
So employee relations.
And I will answer that. I do want to make sure that anybody else,
Yeah, I would just like to say, I think employee relations is a new term for personnel. It encompasses more than just personnel, but it's the new lingo for human resource and employee relations.
I would say also that, you know, going with what Rosie said, when you're talking about HR and you're talking about personnel, I think that terminology kind of comes with a bad flavor to it, to say the least, for a lot of employees. As far as when you're talking HR, it's like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. HR wants to see me. Whereas this is kind of, this new terminology in a lot of organizations helps to kind of soften that relationship, not the powers or abilities that are in place, but kind of soften that undertone of what the terminology represents.
anybody else who hasn't spoken yet want to chime in? Isaiah? Oh,
Madam Mayor.
oh, Dave?
So will we have like a written definition of what each of the responsibilities of 5 proposed committees?
Yes, they should have all been, they were all sent out to you a few days ago via email.
I thought I saw that, but I'm looking through the email and I'm not seeing.
I didn't see that. When was that sent out?
Wednesday?
It was
But-
Wednesday or
Last
Thursday, I
week?
think.
Wednesday?
It would have been last week, I believe. It might have been Friday. But I will answer you quickly. I did a lot of research on different committees throughout the region. I researched, I think, 6 or 7 different cities locally in Lucas County and Wood County. And the Community Employee Relations Committee does serve as a personnel function. It's one of the ones from Sylvania, but it is the Personnel Committee that also works to help with employee relations. I can read you some of the description if you'd like.
Well, to Dave's point, I mean, if the description of the employee relations slash community relations, whatever that is, encompasses the duties and scope of work for the for the personnel committee, then I'd be okay with it. I'm just looking for it here. But to go back to my previous example of Patrick Birch, I just don't see that an employee relations committee would have the function of interviewing somebody like a prospective city administrator. But let me see what the description is of that committee.
Do you have the original Personnel Committee description for this council?
I can find it, but no, not at hand.
I do have, yes, I can read through that one if we'd like. But then after that, I think we can allow Councilman Kurt to make his motion to so move it. Now. Council committees. Yep, we sure would. All All right, first one, Finance and Economic Development, that will stay the same. Employee and Community Relations Committee reviews and makes recommendations on legislative action and initiatives relating to the city's employees and community at large. It will review handbooks, policies, job descriptions, all of the things that the Personnel Committee does now.
That's what it says in the description of the committee, the duties, so,
Yes.
let's see, when was that email sent? I don't.
January 8th.
Thank you.
But if you'd like to move it, go ahead and make that motion. We'll need a second, then we can vote on moving. Do you want to combine A and B, moving both of them off?
My goal is just to make sure that we have a committee, I don't care what you call it, that maintains the function of the Personnel Committee, whatever those are, and I said that.
Absolutely.
Somewhere.
And not only will this maintain that, it will also expand its role to, again, look at the handbooks, look at the policies, look at the job descriptions, work with new HR when we have that function in place, as well as work with the city to help with some of the community and employee relations.
Okay, fine, then if that's the case, then I will withdraw my motion to move it.
Any other
And
discussion?
then B, I would like to move B, the committee appointments to new business.
Okay.
And I'm moving to do that, that's
Okay.
my motion.
We'll need a second.
Well, I can't second my own motion, can I? I guess we'll move on if there's no second.
Okay, we still have the original motion to approve all consent calendar items. Is there any other discussion on the consent calendar? Okay. Director Harkey, will you call the roll for our clerk, please?
Sure. Barcy,
Yes.
Barrow,
Yes.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hugie,
Yes.
Kurt,
No,
Oppenmeyer,
Yes.
Son.
Yes.
Next on our agenda is new business. This is a recommendation from the Capital Projects Manager. Can I get a motion for that before we discuss it?
All right. I move to approve resolution 00.
Motion to declare an emergency on that.
Oh, sorry. I move to call an emergency
Or declare an emergency
as to ordinance
per resolution.
per resolution 001-2026.
I'll second.
Councilman Hugie, that was you?
Yes.
Okay.
Call the roll?
Barcy,
Yes.
Barrow,
Yes.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hugie,
Yes.
Kurt,
yes,
Oppenmeyer,
Yes.
Son.
Yes.
So, I move to approve resolution 001-2026, a resolution accepting bid relative to Maumee Uptown Sanitary Sewer Rehabilitation Phase 6 project, authorizing the award and execution of a contract and loan, all subject to approval of loan funding by the Ohio EPA, Division of Environmental and Financial Assistance, and declaring an emergency.
Second.
Second.
I'll second.
Okay, before we vote on this, do we have any discussion? Does anybody have any questions about why this is on here?
Nope.
Do you want me to explain why it's on?
Go ahead.
I would just
Where?
point out that this is actually something that was already passed by council, and then the capital projects manager heard back from the EPA that it needed a resolution. So this is just something to formalize it with the EPA. Like I said, it's already been passed in effect, but they just needed something more formal for this one. So that's why it's in resolution form and an emergency form for today.
Let's call the roll.
Barcy,
Yes.
Barrow,
Yes.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hugie,
Yes.
Kurt,
yes.
Oppenmeyer,
Yes.
Son.
Yes.
A. For B, can we get we're going to need, again, the two motions, the motion to waive the three readings, and then a motion to approve.
Thank you. There's this. I move to waive the three readings.
Second?
Dave, we call the roll?
Barcy,
Yes.
Barrow,
Yes.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
Hugie,
Yes.
Kurt,
Yes.
Poppenmeyer,
Yes.
Son.
Yes.
And I move to approve ordinance 002-2026, an ordinance reestablishing Chapter 177 of the Maumee Codified Code and reestablishing a Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission.
Second.
Second.
Do we have any discussion about this? Did everybody get a chance to read through? Councilman Kurt?
We presently have a Parks and Recreation Committee, and as I mentioned with the Personnel Committee, doesn't the Parks and Rec Committee need to be abolished or discontinued by ordinance or resolution or something? Otherwise, we'll have a committee and a commission. The committee was established by council, again, at some point. So if it's established by council, and in order to change it, or in order to replace it, take it out as a committee, then we need, I think, formal action to remove it from the,
Sure. This will not be replacing that. That we, previous to, I believe, when was that, Councilman Bear, was that 22, that we removed some of these commissions? The Parks and Recreation Commission is something that had existed in Maumee for several years. It's a citizens commission. It's not replacing or getting rid of the committee that we currently have.
okay.
It's so that they can help volunteer, look into it, and help advise our service department on that. It's similar to the Environmental and Tree Commission, the ADA Advisory Board, so all of those.
And which of the 5 committees is combined with Parks and Parks and Recreation Committee will be part of which of the 5 committees in the packet?
The Building, Lands, and Recreation.
Okay.
And not to get off topic since we're talking about that, that just expands it so they can help with some of our facilities management, cemeteries, things that are not currently covered by that committee. But this is for a Residents Parks and Recreation Commission.
Just an advisory.
An advisory board, I guess, is the technical word for it. Sorry, my voice is a little dry. I've done some talking today. Any other discussion?
Not for me.
Okay. Call the roll.
Barcy,
Yes.
Pharaoh,
Yes?
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Hugie,
Yes.
Kurt,
Yes.
Poppenmeyer,
Yes.
Son.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we need a motion for executive session.
I moved a motion for executive session.
Or, you have to say for the purpose of,
Oh, yeah. For the purpose of contract negotiations.
I second.
Okay. Let's call the roll.
Barcy,
Yes.
Pharaoh,
Yes.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Hugie,
Yes.
Kurt.
Yes.
Poppenmeyer.
Yes.
Son.
Yes.
We don't expect any action after this, but you're welcome to stick around if you want. I think we just go on this.